FC26 is here, and if you're looking for a cheap and reliable way to buy your FC26 Ultimate Team coins, then please look no further than max.com, formerly known as fifacoin.com. It's going to be loads of great offers across the years, and don't forget to use my code Martain for that extra 8% discount. Link will be in the description. Hi guys, Martain88 here, and welcome back to another FC26 video. And today I'm going to try and help you out with deciding which squad battles difficulty to play on, to be quite honest with you. I've had lots and lots of messages from a lot of you, so thank you for that. Some people flying, some people struggling a bit, which we're all different, so that's always going to happen, you know. So, some of you that are very experienced, you might know this, but for those of you that aren't, I'm just going to try and help you out slightly, you know. So, first thing I want to have a look at is, of course, all the ratings are different between these teams. So, some are going to be harder than others, okay? We need to be winning these games, okay? We don't want to, one, waste time losing a game because we won't get the points. And two, if we're not getting the points, we're not getting the reward. So, what's the point, you know? So, we need to make sure that we're winning these games and be smart about it, right? So, first things first. If you've got a team like this, 88 rated, 33 chemistry, and you have a look at it, and it's full of all the stars. You've got Van Dijk in there, Alisson, Ousmane Dembele, Bonmati. By the way, these two both won the Ballon d'Or, didn't they? You might think to yourself, whatever difficulty level that you're normally playing on, I might just take this down a level, you know? So if you think that you're a world-class player, then put it down to professional, you know. Or if you've been playing on legendary, but you know you've been struggling a little bit with those top ones, just put it down to world class. I know that some of you have been saying to me that you almost feel like world class is harder than legendary. I don't quite know how to answer that, but if that's what you think, that's what you think. I'm not definitely disagreeing, but obviously logic is that you would take it down a level, because if we have a look, you're still going to get good points for winning on world class, you know. And even if you could eke out a 1-0 or a 2-1 win on legendary, you're still better off winning, 5-0, 5-1 on world class. You'll get more points and it'll be less stressful, quite honest with you. Yeah? So, that's the first thing. Second thing on the list, okay, is I want you to be really careful with a team like this, all right? Because on the face of it, you'd go, oh, lovely. 77 rated, 5 chemistry, boom. Let's go and play that on legendary. And you might be a world-class player and think, I'll play the rubbish teams on legendary only. If you actually take the time to have a look, you will see that you're getting tricked a little bit here. Because the reason that it's 77 rated is actually because it's got a bench full of bronze players, you know? And we've got many players here over 77 rated. We've got Wendy Renard, Fry, Cole Palmer, Dubrovnik, like all types of decent players that could cause you a problem. That's not a shoo-in. That's not an easy peasy game. So don't get sucked into that. Equally, and I don't have an example here and I can't refresh it because I'm playing my games, but this can work the other way, right? So this could say 77 rated and 33 chemistry. Now I think, I'm going to play that on world class. And you have a look, and actually, boom, you've got 7 bronze players in there, and one of them's in goal. And you'd think to yourself, okay, I can afford to play that at a higher level and get more points. Hopefully this is making sense. And of course, that's all little tips and tricks to just help you win more games and to get more points. Because I know to get Elite 1, you could play most of your games on world class and the bronze teams on legendary if you're winning handsomely. Yeah, so you don't have to be thinking, I've got to be playing on legendary, and you end up losing 3 games because you've probably killed your chances. You'll end up getting Elite 2 or Elite 3. All right. Any questions about any of that, or any particular level that you want to hit, and what you think levels you should be playing on to hit Elite 3 or 2 or 1? Ask me, and I'll be able to give you some answers. It breaks my heart to say this, but unfortunately, getting top 200's just not going to be possible. I absolutely killed it last week and got nearly 43,000 points, and I missed out like right at the end because unfortunately there's a cheat on PC that people use. So yeah, unfortunately that's not obtainable. Something else that I know that some of you don't know, and I got asked this yesterday by a very experienced player. With the featured squad and the team of the week, you can replay this and replay it and replay it, yeah? So if you're going to do a load of objectives on semi-pro, but then you want to get the extra points and play it on legendary, you can do that. Equally, someone messaged me yesterday and said, oh, I logged into the game on professional and I shouldn't have done. I wanted to go in on legendary. Can I just quit it and start again? Absolutely. It's also not a bad training ground to practice, yeah? So if you want to play on legendary, but you're finding it tough, practice against this team, yeah? But yes, you can replay that as much as you want. So guys, there we have it. Hope that helps you out in some way. Get in the comments if you need any help. But that's going to be it for today. So please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.